I want to show you guys this build that honestly, in my humble opinion, I feel like is the most powerful support build in Destiny 2, especially in Trials. The amount of power this shit has is absolutely fucking insane. Until this day, it blows my mind why I don't see more people use this. You can use this in 6s, you can use this in Trials, you can use this anywhere, and this build is extremely powerful and will literally get you one of the easiest flawlesses, period. There's a few things we'll have to go over here, so let's not waste time and start with the exotic combo that I'm going to be talking about today, and that obviously is going to be Lumina right here. Boots of the Assembler are extremely under fucking rated. Let's take a closer look at this, right? Standing in a healing rift creates noble seekers that seek out allies that are not in a rift and heal them. Standing in an empowering rift creates noble seekers that grant both you and your ally a damage bonus. Each time a noble seeker finds one of your allies, the duration of your rift is briefly extended. Okay, Trials is here. Okay, we got it. We're gonna hop in a second. Duration of your rift is briefly extended while you're standing in it. So the reason you want to use those boots is pretty much on its own, it's pretty good, but with Lumina, it's absolute fucking insanity. Crazy fam, before we move on, let me demonstrate why I think this is so insanely powerful in modes like Trials, for example. Let's take a look at Lorenz, for example. Genesis drops the Rift, which sends out these beautiful orbs that give me a 20% damage buff for 5 seconds. And boom, I can get the easiest body shot kills with Lorenz. And by the way, I don't even have to stay in the Rift, okay? If I was using Lemonarch, this would be one-shot headshot kills. Ariana's Vow and many other special weapons can get you easy one-shot kills with this combination from far away. Now let's take a look at the Lumina buff. As I said, these two exotics synergize extremely well, and every time you successfully buff someone with the boots, you get one noble round for your Lumina. So Jen is gonna buff me with that round, and now I'm getting the same damage buff, but this time for 10 freaking seconds, okay? So I can run around like an absolute madman and get the easiest picks, period, in a mode like Trials, with many special weapons out there. And the thing is, I'm not even stationary. And we can do this at the start of every round pretty much, man. I mean, if this isn't crazy, I don't know what is. Nothing will give you the ability to get such easy picks at the beginning of every round. And this isn't good just for special weapons like Lorenz or Lemonarch or Rihanna's, but it also makes shotguns, fusions, submachine guns, pretty much any weapon better, because who doesn't want a free 20% damage buff for this long? But that's not it. Let's talk about the Well of Radiance in the current meta, where Stasis Hunters are everywhere. Well, as long as you run the Well of Radiance, and yes, I just did that, it makes the Stasis Hunter supers useless. I feel like a lot of people didn't pay attention to the changes this season. Guys, while in the Rift, you won't be frozen, and the tornado does nothing. Literally nothing. The only way they can kill you is to directly hit you, and as long as you're strafing, that's not happening. You have no idea how many times we pop this Rift and we get a double or sometimes triple supered when it's a, let's say, 4-4 game in Trials, and those tornadoes just don't do shit. It's a hard counter to stasis, and it also creates orbs, which means your teammates get supers faster than you use those supers, create orbs, and the rotations are just so much faster. And if you use the Well in combination with a bubble, especially with the zones now in Trials, yeah, your team will have tons of super all the time from those orbs. Now, the final thing I want to mention is another amazing thing that this build has, and it's the grenades. So you throw these nades, and once you pick them up, full heal and overshield. Boom, just as easy as that. Or you can throw it at teammates like Genesis does all the time to save my ass when I'm one shot. That's what true brothers in arms do, okay? So we are supporting our team with a 20% damage buff for 10 seconds. We have a super that counters stasis and gives your teammates free super energy. And we have insta-heal grenades that grants overshields. Yeah, this is most definitely the best support build in Destiny 2 PvP that will get you the easiest picks at the start of every round in a mode like Trials, and make your games much easier overall. And 10 seconds in a mode like fucking Trials, or in any mode in general, guys, is absolutely crazy. This means that you're gonna be one-shotting people with weapons like Lorenz, body shots. You're gonna be killing people with body shots, heavy hitting snipers, depending on their resilience. This means that weapons like Le Monarch are the easiest one-shot kills ever, and many others. You guys get the point. Like, heavy hitting weapons are gonna be very deadly, and this gives you the ability to get the easiest picks of your life, right? It also makes other weapons much more potent, because let's say you're using a fusion rifle and you have the buff either from Lumina or from the boots. It doesn't matter, the difference only is time. That means that when you're shooting your fusion rifle, you're doing more damage, which means that you have pretty much more fucking range. The fall-off's gonna be there, but if you have more damage, it's gonna increase the range pretty much, right? It makes even Lumina itself much better. I can't explain how much easier this shit makes harder modes like Trials, Competitive, or even Sixes. It's a very underrated and overlooked build, and I really think you guys should fucking check it out. It's next level shit, and it will take your team play. This build will 100% take your team play to the next level. Make sure to try it out. Now in the energy slot, guys, you can pretty much use anything you want in the energy slot, right? What Genesis does is he runs a fusion rifle, especially this one, main ingredient. Woof, this is like a fucking sniper in fusion form, so you don't want to not use this, okay? If you like fusions, this is the one you want to be running in PvP right now, especially with these buffs going on. Like, the crazy thing is, like, when you're buffing others, you're getting buffed also. You're giving them damage buffs. It's an insanely underrated build, and it honestly blows my mind that not many people use this. But we were actually thinking about, hey, should we put this video out? Like, I don't know. Like, you know, not a lot of people utilize this, thank God. And at some point, this will become meta. There's just no way it won't. Because as long as you have one teammate with this, the potential of those first few picks in a mode like Trials is unlimited, and it makes it super easy. So make sure to try this out. This is one of the best builds in the game currently, especially with the changes to Trials where the timer is now smaller and so on. I truly believe that. I hope you enjoyed this one, man, because it is some next level shit. And finally, let me actually show you a perfect example of this build being super effective in Trials. We're helping Jupix right here try to get him his first flawless, which we did, by the way. It was amazing. As you guys can see, I'm going to get this first pick without the buff, then I'm going to get buffed with the blessing of the sky, right? Now, when I take the second guy out, the buff is out. I'm not actually going to need it. Boom, he's dead, and he buffs me again right here. And there you go. The easiest one shot of my life. By the way, if you need help with your flawless runs, ladies and gents, I stream on YouTube every day from Friday to Tuesday around reset time. And me and Onion Knight, Genesis, or Sage help a lot of viewers get their flawless runs. We are super chill and all about the positive vibes, baby. So make sure to hop in and check the stream out. We do raffles, and if you do win, we'll get you that flawless. And trust me when I tell you, all of us are gonna look extremely sexy while doing it. Now take a look at this episode right here. Jay throws the grenade on me, so I get an overshield. He gives me the damage buff, so I push in. I get a really easy one-shot kill right there. He throws another overshield at me. This guy's already damaged from my bow, so I keep pushing. Still have the overshield right here. It's just so strong, man. This build is so good. And then I get the guy that was trying to flank me, and the final guy just gets teamed. It's just very powerful, man, for any style of gameplay, honestly, right? You have more survivability, you have those instant heals, you can survive some crazy shit, and on top of everything, you get one-shots with certain weapons. And if you're using a fusion or a shotgun or whatever it is, as mentioned, it just makes everything much more deadlier. I literally see no reason not to run this build. At least one person a team should be running this. The amount of support this build provides is just some next level shit. So yeah, make sure to try it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, make sure to slap that like button, annihilate that sub button, join the crazy fam, and once again, thank you for all the love and support.